Hello and welcome to Horror and Monster Collectibles, where today we are going to be taking a look at Mezco's brand new 112 Collective Pennywise from the 2017 It movie. So let's go ahead and spin around and take a closer look. And here is Pennywise out of the packaging. Now, if you're familiar with 112, these figures come with tons and tons of accessories, lots of detail in the sculpts and the paint apps, and the bodies have lots and lots of articulation. And I just love all the accessories that they come with. I have several figures from this line in the horror realm. So at the end of the video, what I'll do is I'll kind of pose Pennywise here with, Jason and all those guys. Pennywise here comes with 4 different head sculpts: Georgie's severed arm, Georgie's paper boat, the framed painting of the eerie woman that hung in Stanley's father's office, and a bunch of hands. We have a pair of posing hands, a right boat holding hand, a left balloon holding hand, a pair of grabbing hands, and a pair of claw hands. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. All right, now Pennywise measures 6.5 inches tall from the bottom of his feet to the top of his hair. And just in looking at this thing, the tailoring on the outfit is just absolutely insane. Even the detail down the back they've captured. It feels really good. It feels like it's a nice soft material that will kind of move easily with the body. I'm loving this thing so far. He looks outstanding. Let's go ahead and look at the head sculpt that it comes with. The head sculpt looks great, and the paint app looks outstanding. This comes on a double ball joint, so you have lots of movement, and of course full rotation. The bodies that they use on these figures are highly articulated. It's pretty insane. Let's go ahead and I think there's like 28 points of articulation out of these things. But let's lift up the shoulder. We have over 90 degrees of movement on the shoulder, and full rotation in here, although you're limited by the outfit, but you still have lots of movement. And there's a bicep swivel, and there's a double jointed elbow, and then the wrist has the standard pivot and rotation. Let's check out the torso. It has nice ab crunch movement and rotation. Let's see here. Check out the hips. There is good articulation here. Again, you're kind of limited by the material. Lots of good movement here and back. There is a thigh swivel or hip swivel. See, knees. Oh, we have double jointed knees. I know I get excited about the little things, but I love double jointed figures because it really allows for that appendage to come over and get full movement out of it. We have ankle rotation, good ankle rotation. Here we are really limited on, though, the pivot on the ankle, not so much. I really wish that they had done a better job on getting more articulation here. There is some side-to-side pivot as well, but really kind of limited on this guy. I don't like that so much, because when you have him in crazy positions, that foot needs to be able to sit properly. But just looking at the outfit and the figure overall, they did such a tremendous job on this. This may be the best tailored 112 figure that I've come across. In fact, it is. Now, I don't collect their other lines. I kind of only just do the horror stuff, so I don't know. I can't speak to the tailoring on any of their other offerings, but this outfit is absolutely insane. Moving on to the alternate head sculpts. Again, the paint app is just so well done. This is just really a kick-ass figure, guys. And yeah, it's $100, but think about like how much more you're getting than with a NECA figure, just in accessories alone. Even their ultimates, like this comes with more stuff, and it's painted way better, which is hard to argue against. The next one. It's all the detail and the shading that they do that just really brings it to life. This is more of the open mouth. Always like this scene with his eyes kind of rolling back. But this thing just looks tremendous. Okay, moving on, we will take a quick look at Georgie's severed arm. And I think that that's just a little bit of paint flaw on here. They have some nice detailing in the arm, the bone. And it's well done. Again, other than that, let's look at the boat. Little SS Georgie. I feel like this was more yellow in the movie. Am I wrong on that, guys? Feels like this had more of a yellow color, and this is pretty white in real life. It's actually showing up a little bit more yellow on the camera. Look at the balloon holding hand. Nice job with the balloon. They took the time to paint the string around the balloon knot. And I love how they handled the balloon wire. They've got a little piece on here that holds it in place. I can't tell you how many times on NECA figures that I've had to fight with this thing that wants to just drop down all the time. And you have to like take the string or the wire and kind of like wrap it around a finger to kind of get it to lock into place. But this is held securely. And I really, really, really appreciate that as a collector. Let's look at the office painting. Hopefully on camera we can get this to kind of, there we go. We can get that to kind of switch over. That's super cool. I like the inclusion. I don't know how I would display it, but I do like the inclusion. This will probably just end up in the back in the packaging for me, but I do love that they included it for us. And then, of course, as always, all Mezco 112 figures have a dynamic stand, which pops into the base if you want to have the figure posed in a way that it won't hold itself up on its own. I love this inclusion. I don't ever do that. I don't really do anything crazy with my figures when I pose them, so I don't ever use it. But I know a lot of people, especially like on the superhero figures, that they like a lot of action shots and stuff, and that helps out a lot. And then 112 always includes a little bag that you can fit all of the accessories in, so they don't get lost if you don't use the box. But I always keep the box. And then we will just dump off all the accessories off the base, so we can take a look at the base, which is nice, clean, and simple. And that's that little stub that you pop out if you want to use the articulated arm. But it's got the little stub up here and in the heel, and basically you just key that in place and set them in a pose. Which we'll probably do some, let's go ahead and do some swap outs and some poses for you guys real quick. And real quick, guys, I wanted to show you the claw hands because I didn't go over them when I was going through the accessories, but they look really good. And I think that these are kind of like my favorite, and I love that they're kind of like busting through and ripping through his glove. They look pretty rad. In fact, I kind of like this pose. May not be screen accurate, but I think that's kind of like my favorite. For right now anyway. And here's a quick shot with my 112 collection as it is so far. I think that Pennywise is probably my favorite out of the bunch. The outfit is by far the best, no doubt there. Some of the other outfits are kind of iffy, especially the Freddy sweater. It had been that Myers was my favorite, besides the blue coveralls, because they were actually green, not blue. But I think Pennywise is my favorite now. Alright guys, so that's about all there is to go over on this Pennywise here. I think that Mezco knocked it out of the park. This is by far the best Pennywise action figure that I've come across. There may be something out there that I'm unaware of. If there is, please clue me in on it. But I have a bunch of Pennywises, and I think that he is miles ahead of anything that I have. They did a great job. It's my favorite in their 112 lineup. It comes with tons and tons of accessories, great sculpts, great paint apps. The tailoring is top notch. It's hard to go wrong with this piece. As always, feel free to leave any questions or comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. And also feel free to like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications for new videos. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.